Hello everyone, my name is Jesse and this is the Auditorium. I react to video game music for the first time as a musician myself, and today seems to be anime week. First Dragon Ball and now Naruto. This is not the first time I've heard Naruto, but it's like third or something. It's so rare here. There's a lot of stuff on screen, but I think it's Naruto Shippuden. I probably messed it up. Dragon Blade Chronicles, Sasuke's theme, followed by the Light Dragon's theme. All right, requested by Anonymous. Thank you very much. From the channel Remix Robots. Okay, well, I don't know what to expect here. I'm pretty sure Naruto makes like fighting games, right? Where they're kind of 3D. I don't know if they're all fighting games though, if they make other stuff. Composer is Shinji Hosoe. This is Sasuke's theme, or Sasuke's theme from Naruto Shippuden. Let's go. Oh, that's a nice little calm start. I can hear the Japanese instrument under the rock riffs. Oh, it's animated. I could be wrong, but I'm pretty sure this style of not writing, the musical scale being used here is Lydian. Or Mixolydian, let me see. It has like a dreamy sound to the lead. Like it's not dark or happy, but it's like it's really like light. Yeah, it's Lydian. To me, it sounds like Lydian. I don't really talk music theory too much, but when I hear this exact style of music, or this style of guitar, I think of Lydian. Basically, what you have to remember is, if you don't know what I'm saying, there's more than 7, but there's 7 major, that's a bad word, there's 7 main musical scales that belong to a certain sound or feel. Some sound dark, some sound happy, some sound mysterious, some sound really odd. The dreamy one is this one. Considering this theme is so light, I'm guessing this character is kind of like a... Well, I'm gonna guess it's him, but I'm probably wrong. But the way the song sounds is reminding me of like sensei vibes. Someone you look up to, or I'll make you proud. That kind of thing. It's very hopeful. That little section right there reminds me of Okami. – 2009. PS3? Yep. That, there's nothing wrong with this, by the way, but I feel like that's one of the, rarest scales used in video games. You don't hear a lot of stuff like that. Like, you hear that outside of... You hear that maybe not so much on the radio, but it's definitely more like, mainstream movie stuff where like it's a happy event, or again, like a dream state. Someone was like laying on the grass and looking up into the clouds, and then you would hear that as like a kind of a memory scene or something. By the way, speaking of all this stuff, which some of you may relate to, I thought this was kind of cool. I've never. Is it Mother? No, I think it's Earthbound. I think it's Earthbound. I was watching someone play it, and I realized there was characters named. What was it? It was Ionia, Doria, Phrygia. I'm guessing, if I had to guess, probably Lydia, mixed Lydia, Locria. What's the sixth one? There's one I'm missing. Anyways, and I was like, whoa, well, those are the modes. Just all those with the letter N at the end of it. Ionian, Dorian, Locrian, mixed, Lydian, mixed Lydian, Phrygian. What the hell am I forgetting? Ugh, that's gonna drive me nuts. I'll remember. But anyways, so there's like a little video game thing fact if you play that game. Apparently that game is pretty musical. Anyways, yeah, this is not something I normally hear in video games. Maybe it's more relevant in the anime. Like I said, I don't. Well, I didn't say it, but I've said it before. I have never really ingested anime outside of like 10 episodes of the Pokemon Indigo League when I was a kid. The whole world of manga and anime, that's all lost to me. I have no idea the culture, the songs. So I don't know if this is like a common sound or if this is what Naruto sounds like in the show. But it's cool. It's cool to hear because it's a nice, calming sound. Although, excuse me, I wasn't expecting it with like Dragon Blade Chronicles. I was expecting, because from what I recall, Naruto has like, I think their most famous game is like a 3D. I guess you would call it a fighting game. I'm not sure. It kind of reminds me of like those old Budokai Dragon Ball games where it's like the camera angle is very unique. It's like behind the character, but like way far back, and it's kind of like spherical, I guess is the only way to put it. God, what is that mode? It's gonna drive me crazy. Once the next song starts, I'll be able to think of it, but I can't think of it right now. My gosh. So, let me know who Sasuke is and why their theme sounds so hopeful. Maybe they're just a cool person. But I like that kind of stuff. There's a famous guitarist named Joe Satriani. Uses that a lot. A lot. Songs like Summer Song and Surfing with the Alien, Circles. Anyways, this is the Light Dragon's theme. I promise I'm not going to look up what this mode is. I'm going to just try to think of it. But this is the Light Dragon's theme. Ooh, this is sick. So there's a lot of guitar in this soundtrack, I'm guessing. It's like hard rock to heavy metal with, Japanese flutes and stuff. That's sick. Dude, I'm trying to blink. That's a great riff. This is already like a way different feel. The other one sounded rock, this one sounded metal. Aeolian, damn it! I do keep forgetting that. Oh, this is no longer Lydian, by the way. You can tell it's like a different feeling. Kind of reminds me of like slightly older Guilty Gear. Okay, very new question. Is their name Naruto, or does Naruto mean something and it's just the name of the anime? Ooh, what a change. Actually, speaking of Alien, this might actually be Alien or Dorian, which is the minor scale. Ooh. No longer sounds dreamy. Whoa, this is like a hybrid ballad. Ooh. Okay, drummer. Wow, wow, wow. These two combined with such a great pair to pick. Oh, he modulated. It went up. It actually keeps changing a lot. Holy drums. Wow. Is this like the final boss or something? This right here, this little section, sounds so Spyro the Dragon. Oh, dude, that riff. And then that drum part. So right here, this little drum section. If you're into this little drum section right here, I highly recommend a song from Hades 2. You might know what I'm thinking of. I forgot what it's called. It has to do with Chronos. It's something time. It's got time in the title. But you can find it with like Hades 2 Time featuring Lewis Cole. Lewis Cole is a guest in that song, and he's like a world-renowned drummer. And the song is like, you know, usually drums are not an afterthought, but you know they're the rhythm part of the song. In that song, you can feel that the song revolves around the drums. So it's like the focal point, and it has got a bunch of little fills like that, but it's all over the place. Stuff I've never even heard possible on a drum set. That was really good. That had a lot of different feelings. It reminded me of Spyro, which, again, also is composed by a drummer, Stuart Copeland from The Police. I hope that's right. Yeah, old rock and roll band. He made Spyro the Dragon. But of course, it was heavier than Spyro the Dragon. But I mean, like the little like this, the syncopation of it. There was times where it sounded like Guilty Gear. That was really cool. There was times it sounded like East, which is like, you know, pretty damn good metal. But the contrast from the first song is night and day, and I really like that. Especially how the first one sounded so... From what I'm guessing, the first one was like main character or party member or something like that. And the second one was like boss theme or just antagonist in your way, because those are like really clashing at each other. Musically and emotionally. The first one felt like I can rely on this friend, or we're talking about memories or something. And the second one felt like, you know, fiery dungeon with honestly amazing drum work and guitar work. I feel like this soundtrack might be pretty heavy on the guitar, like guitar use. That's really cool. I'm pretty sure this is the debut of this Naruto game. Not Naruto, but this Naruto game. I feel like I would have recognized Dragon Blade Chronicles, but you know what I noticed? If they have Chronicles in the name, it's gonna be good. Ys, Xenoblade, Naruto. What else is out there? What else is Chronicles? That was really good. The Light Dragon's theme. You know what's funny is I don't have that many Naruto requests in like at all. Period. I think there's like 1 or 2 left. I don't even know what games they're from. So yeah, let me know what's going on. I know this game has a huge following. I know some people consider this one of the best animes of all time, if not the best anime of all time. I have no idea. But yeah, let me know what's happening here. But that sounds really, really good. Also, by the way, speaking of anime, if you're into this, also check out the video I did like right before this for Dragon Ball Z Dokkan Battle. Incredible. And the comments were like on fire. They're like, "Oh my god, Dokkan Battle, yes!" And I agree. It sounded amazing. Good stuff. That is. I'm gonna read this whole thing. Shonen Jump, Naruto Shippuden, Dragon Blade Chronicles. Cool. Thank you to the requester. Thanks to everyone you see here. I couldn't be without them. Thanks you for watching. My name is Jesse in the auditorium. Those are some sweet guitar riffs. Peace.